All right, welcome everyone. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond and Ada Leo in the booth.
Hello.
You are watching the 2025 WPBA Olhausen Colorado Classic. This is the B-side final. Pia Filler and Kristina Tkach. Right. I think I've made some adjustments. Say hello. Hi everyone.
Hello.
We do have the boot cam set up. Took us a second to get all the audio stuff figured out during our break. If you were watching the other match, then you know what I speak of. Get some audio fixed up. Make sure we're all sounding okay for everyone at home. Thank you guys for tuning in. All right, it looks like Pia Filler has won the lag. Real quick, we'll talk about the match rules. They lag for the first break. It's an alternate break format. 9-ball is on the spot, no break box. The opponents are going to rack for each other. 3 consecutive fouls is a loss of game, and this is cue ball fouls only. They have flipped around to different racks and tried to get it figured out. They were having some trouble in the last match, so hopefully going forward we won't have any of that.
And I missed all the drama.
Yeah.
Wow, what happened there?
It was a lot. I'm not sure. We're going to move forward from it, though.
It's a brand new game.
That's right. And this match, ladies and gentlemen, one of these ladies will be meeting Margarita Fefalova-Steyer in the finals.
Who's the defending champion from last year?
So both of these players are Predator-sponsored players, Pia and Kristina. Pia residing in Germany and Kristina residing in Indiana, right here in the United States.
We have Kristina ranked number 1 on the tour right now, and Pia was number 4. These ladies are no slouches.
No, they're definitely straight to work.
There's no way to make parent. You don't see it. You don't see it. So when checked in Masters Championship.
All right, I think I got some of the audio figured out. We'll get it all fixed up and everything back to a normal sound from here. Okay. No booth cam. I'm just going to get rid of it for now. Here we go. You guys got to see a little sneak peek of Ada and I. So please enjoy the rest of the show.
It's been very fun to see the fans here. There's quite a number of people that follow us on live stream, and nice to put a name to a face or a chat handle.
Yeah, I love it when they come up and they're like, Lonnie, I'm so-and-so on the stream. And I was like, oh, yeah, hi.
I met superfan Carol Savage in this event, and she's like, you do a good job, and I like to stick up for what's right in the chat. I'm like, good for you. You go, lady.
Yeah, Carol's fantastic. All right. So a little bit of safety play starting off right out of the gate in rack number 1. This is a race to 8, ladies and gentlemen. They are on a 40-second shot clock with 1 40-second extension per rack. 60 seconds after the break, Pia looks as though she called for her extension very early in this rack.
Well, I think this is the right timing for that, because that one is not in an easy place. She's got to think about, can she see it to skim it? Does she kick it from the rail? We'll see.
Wow, so close to being an absolutely perfect safety. It's a couple more rotations, and she'd have been under the blue 2 and the 5.
I think there was a lot going on in that shot, but it's still early. Both these ladies coming off a previous round. Was it a 15-minute break in between the matches for today?
Wow, she struck that ball well. She wants the cue to slow down. She's fine.
I'm sure she's mad. She wants to avenge her previous result.
Absolutely. And actually, it was kind of wild because someone in the chat asked us who defeated Kristina last year. And of course, Sophia was in the booth with me, and she's like, well, that was me. Tough conversation, to say the least. All right, so she came up a little short on this. And this is not a shot that you can reach to jump when you're a tiny little human like Kristina.
She's got like 3 different kinds of extensions she can add to her cue, though.
All right, so she's swinging for the fences there. Maybe a little bit of frustration for Kristina. That last match with the racking was very time-consuming and frustrating for both players. So I'd love to see her just sit in her chair and maybe do some of her breathing techniques and just recenter back into her moment. All right, so no ball in hand, but a good starting shot for Pia. Pia just defeated Allison Fisher.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's brutal.
Uncharacteristic scratch.
Like I said, there's just something a little weird today. Like there's something in the air. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's nervous energy. I don't know if it's these 3 ladies here have probably been competing most of their lives, coming all from the European continent. So I'm sure there's a lot of tension between them all.
Yes, I'm sure they have come up in their junior careers, battling each other, facing each other multiple times,
Yeah.
especially Kristina, Pia, and Margarita. So
Absolutely.
there's a lot of history.
All right, so Kristina's not going to be upset about that because she was a little disturbed, I think, on her positional play from the 2 to the 3 at the beginning of this rack. She's going to start really digging in and committing to every shot, which makes it very dangerous for the rest of the competition left in this tournament.
Yes, Kristina's run-out game is excellent. So if she gets into a momentum here, watch out.
Okay, thank you guys for tuning in. If you're watching on our partner Billiard TV or Amazon Prime, thank you so much for supporting women's professional billiards.
I'm seeing this like nickname Piffa. What does this mean?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Thank you everyone for supporting. Please like, share, and follow the stream so we can continue to bring you free streams. We're on Billiards TV, Amazon Prime, YouTube. So we are looking to get on more networks.
Wow, what a great shot by Kristina Tkach. Sliced it into the left side pocket, and it'll be her break next.
Drawing first blood.
Yep, that's right. All right, so there's no more matches going on around the room, but we will talk about what's happening next for the WPBA. The DigitalPool Jacoby Tour Championship, November 12th through 16th. 80-player field. This is a world ranking event sanctioned by the WPA. $35,000 to $40,000 added to that event, and is held in Rothschild, Wisconsin at the Central Wisconsin Expo Center. The hotel is attached. If you think that you would enjoy coming to watch us all play, please check into that, book your rooms, and we'll see you there.
And there's an amateur event alongside, so you can play too.
Yeah.
Watch some professional pool, play pool, make some money, buy some equipment. There's some vendors there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's still, since we changed our dates, I'm not sure if the amateur event's still going on alongside.
Oh, that's
But,
a good point.
But I would check with DigitalPool Promotions on Facebook and find out if that's the case. If it is, that would be fabulous. Typically, yes, but we did have to change the date for that.
Oh my, more controversy.
Yeah, the racking thing is a real issue right now. I'm not exactly sure what's up. You can tell that Kristina's uber frustrated by it.
Do you know what's going on with the table? Is there debris or something?
I
Or
don't know. Up until the last match, um, there wasn't really a problem. Kristina and Allison had a problem in their match last night, where Kristina was victorious over Allison. But as far as I know, there wasn't much problem today, or on this table, I mean. Now, though, I'm not sure what's going on, to be fair. Yeah, and Pia, all these ladies, they want to do their best for each other. Look, she's laughing because she's like, I'm not sure what to do. I think they should move the rack up just a tiny bit. I don't think it's the rack. I think that it's the position that they're racking from. Like, they should just move the rack up like a half an inch. I mean, you've got that whole spot to work with.
do they need to double check where the chalk marks lay for the rack?
They may. Yeah, I feel like it'll probably go a little bit better. All right, guys, so I just got a text message from Dr. Pool himself. There is an amateur event. Go to drpool.net, going alongside our Dr. Pool Jacoby Tour Championships. So if you're interested in coming to watch the top lady players in the world compete in their world ranking event and also our tour finale, go ahead and check it out because you could also play in an amateur event alongside, which would be way cool. And then you could like do all your favorite things, play pool and watch us. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm going to see SC Pitcher. We put you down on the Sunday swag. Not, like I said, not exactly sure. What exactly all the pieces and parts of the swag will be for this one, but I've got a couple of things that was sent to us by Tamarin Cat, which are the little chalk holders that you put your chalk in, and it has a nice little piece of wood on the end of the string, and you stick it in your pocket. I've got a couple of those that are handcrafted. They're beautiful, by the way. And then I also have a Q rest made by Jade David, Kristina's Latevo super fan. And as well as I might even have a set of bridge mates. So, and then of course I have a couple flipper doos that the ladies are keeping score on this week, and they'll be signed by the final four of this event. So that's Allison Fisher, Pia Filler, Kristina Tkach, and the hot seat winner, Margarita Fefalova-Steyer.
I think it was easier when people had rack your own. What do you think?
Well, I'll be honest with you, up until these few matches with Kristina, I've not seen a single problem with the racks throughout the weekend. Yeah, you've had a couple people check it and you have to fix it, but up until these last few wrecks with her, we've not had any problems at all, to be fair.
I just wasn't sure if there was debris on the table. I mean, they
I mean,
rent out the tables at night,
yeah,
so maybe.
I guess it would be possible, but Allison and Kristina had problems last night on table 2, which is they're not playing on right now. They're playing on 1,
Yeah.
and now we're having problems again. I think Jerry is trying to come up with a solution for the ladies. While we're at it, let's say thank you to some of the sponsors of this event. Of course, our headlining sponsor, and we're forever grateful to them, is Olhausen. Dan has been phenomenal to the ladies of the WPBA, and of course, not only just his ladies that he sponsors with Olhausen, but also to all of us. Felt Bar and Billiards, Adam Burke, Ron Cox, who is also Master Auto Glass, and he's a PBIA instructor as well. Pool Dog, Action Cues, Aramith and Simonis, Tony Newman and Key Realty, Mr. Rodney, and Moonlighting Billiards. So thank you so much to all of those companies and people who have decided to pull together to make sure that we can have a successful event here at Felt Bar and Billiards in Englewood, Colorado. If you've never been here, you guys, this is a really great place. So basically, where all these tables are, they're down in a pit, and there's like a rail all the way around them. It's really cool. It's not all the way around, it's like two sides, but and so they're about, 6 to 8 feet below us where we're sitting. Yeah, I think they're going to go ahead and let Jerry be the wrecker. I think it would cause the girls less stress. I like having a neutral wrecker. I think it's a really smart idea.
I think that's the only solution at this point
Yeah, because
because
you're stressing these girls' backs and bodies and everything. So at this point in the tournament, they are competing for a lot of money, and it would be uh, just a much smarter decision to have someone wreck.
did you see the picture of Sophia where she's basically her legs are up in the air because
Yeah.
she's so short and is checking the rack?
Yeah, she is so funny. Yeah, she was like Supermaning because she can't see. Since we moved to 9 on the spot, Sophia cannot see the rack. All right, so we're back in action. Kristina pockets the 1. She gets a little fortunate kick to get it down here in this lower left-hand corner. She did miss the wing ball and the 1 in the side, but now she's got a good starting look at the 2 ball. Do you think that she comes under the 3, or do you think she'll come up table for the 3-9? I mean, it's a big distance in a combination.
I think you don't want to ever try to hold the ball, so I'm thinking it's going to be a 3-9.
Mm-hmm.
Unless she decides to kill it somehow with a spin and then is able to get into that small window.
All right, does she clip it? She clips it. Uh-oh.
No, I think she's good.
Ooh.
The tables have slowed down a bit since the start of the tournament, so I think if she had done that on day 1, it wouldn't been right in the pocket.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All right, so she makes the 9, huh? I knew that was coming. I had a feeling.
What
Well
a
played.
shot.
Yeah, well played.
She's like, I'm going to carom this in. Or, yeah, she had to carom that in because like she was not in a good shape for that 3.
Yeah, so I'm really glad that they went with a neutral wrecker because, like I had said outside, I was really concerned in that last match that it was going to exhaust Margaret and Kristina, and I didn't want them. They were both playing so well. I didn't want them to start driving balls into the rail because of frustration, and racking over time can actually make your back hurt and other things, and I just didn't want to add chaos or injury to insult, because both the players were having trouble, and that just makes for a really long day.
Yeah, so I'm glad we have tournament director Jerry Stuckard on the scene to help these ladies out. So this is the semifinals. If you're just joining us, we will be streaming the finals right after this with a 15 to 20-minute break in between the matches. So the winner of this goes into the final to meet up with Margarita Fefilova Steyer, who is the defending champ from last year's Colorado event.
All right, so Pia does make the 1. She has a look on the 2. Not a great look, but she does have a look.
They're just gonna have to play a safety.
Yeah, I think that's all. That's their only real option.
Unless she's feeling a 3-ball combo, and I think that's really crazy.
Yeah. I wonder if they made an agreement. Jerry says, okay, I'll come in and rack, but you can't check my rack.
Yeah, usually you have a neutral racker, you can't
Yeah.
check the rack.
So I'm wondering if that's the decision. But we've been asking in the last match. Sophia and I both agreed. We were like, why don't somebody come in neutral rack?
They do that at the U.S. Open. They have a neutral racker.
Well, they also have referees on site, which we don't.
Well, they have arena referees. So they'll have a racker for like 4 tables.
Super good decision, though. I would agree with the fans at home.
Was that halfway into the last match where there were some racking issues, or was that the entire
It
match?
pretty much started right out of the gate. Like, so it was the entire match. But now we're through it. Christina's like, oh boy, you might as well get your jump cue out, girlfriend. Or you need to kick, one of the two.
Well, she still has the 5 and the 7 tied up in the upper left corner that she's got to address at some point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 5-7 are pretty nasty down there at the top left of your view.
I like the way you adjusted this color balance right now. I feel like I can see the 5 better. Last night was a big challenge with our guest commentator and not being able to see the orange 5 ball.
Yeah, so it's a really tough, this venue is very difficult for color because there's not a lot of light here. And no matter how good your cameras are, if you don't have great lighting, it's difficult. So in order to see the girls on the outside edges of the table, it was like we had to wash out the table a little bit. But I spent some time this morning twiddling around with it, and I think I got a good balance.
Did you have people sub in as guinea pigs playing so that you can
No,
see
but
the balance between the table and the people?
no, but Margaret was in practicing this morning, so I just used her. Worked perfectly. All right. Pia makes a good hit there.
Well, Pia's been playing great in this tournament. She had a battle of the roommate with Savannah last night, where she was so dominant. She's like, girlfriend, you're not getting past me. Oh, that was a tough shot there. She's pretty much having to cue around this 6 ball.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, I don't think she's mad about it because that 5-7 is still a conundrum. So also coming up is Janet Atwell has put together a event, the Semi-Pro Brunswick Tour.
Yeah.
First stop is Borderline Billiards in Bristol, Tennessee, October 9th through 12th. 96 ladies will be attending and battling it out for some monies.
This is gonna, oh, so close to be. She almost hit that so well. Let's go to the side view. She played a follow stroke. I think she was hoping to come in between the 5 and the 7, but she caught the pink 4 a little too fat. So she came up on the short side of the 5.
You think she's gonna be able to snuggle up this 5 next to the 7 and then send the cue ball away?
Yeah, I do. I think she'll be just fine there. I don't think she'll try to get too far away from it because she doesn't want to leak it out and leave the crossover. I think that now Christina's forced to kick at this ball. If she crosses over it now, it's probably a scratch. Good shot.
What a angle management protractor shot. That was so precise.
So well done.
I think she's gonna do the same thing again. Let's see.
She may be able to thin this with like a little bit of a right hand English. I don't know if she can get it under and hold the cue there. I was thinking bring the cue all the way back down table, but she almost hit that really good. Let's see.
And we have
Ooh.
a safety battle.
Yeah, that's good.
But I think this is
That's
not
really good.
it's a good, she can kick this. It's not like totally hidden.
No, but she has to kick at it. That's the point, right?
Yeah, we have refereeing going, oh,
That's not a good hit, I don't believe, is it?
not a good
No,
hit.
no, not a good hit. So safety successful for the killer, Pia Filler. Not sure, but I do think the 5 goes past the 6. She should be fine.
Yeah, now it's just planning your roadmap and executing with
Yeah.
100% commitment for every shot.
I can't tell, but it looks like the 7 may be frozen to the rail. I don't know if she'll want to shoot this 7 up table. She may. Here you go. She's going to go ahead and swing this cue ball around 1, 2, 3 rails. 2 rails would be sufficient, but 3 rails, you know, would give her a little extra. Like this. Well done. The 3rd rail gets a little bump. Perfect. Well done.
Oh, I think the rail, there was an optical illusion there. She hit the rail a little too much. For those of you joining us, thank you for liking, sharing, and following. This is Ada Leo with Lonnie Fox Raymond in the booth, the voice of the stream.
Oh, I like the way she played this.
I thought she was going to go around and swing the cue ball around, but this is much more effective, keeping it simple.
Yeah, I really like the way she played that. She did play it with a little draw, so it's a little misleading, but you're using the angle, and it's just allowing you to keep your line straight and get back across the table. Well done. Okay. She'd prefer it to not be on the rail here, but I feel as though Kristina will be just fine.
I think she eats these shots for breakfast. The rail is nothing to her.
She must have very strong teeth. All right, there you have it. Kristina Tkach making a very dominant and strong lead in this match. This is a B-side final. The winner of this match will advance to play Margarita Fefalova-Steyer in the finals. Pia's had a very good event this tournament. She just defeated Allison Fisher.
And the score is 3-0.
What did I say?
I thought we'd go to commercial at this point.
Oh, yeah. 3 games.
You've
Sorry,
been in booth
guys.
too long.
No, you have no idea what happened this morning. All right, guys, we're going to throw a quick thank you to our event sponsors.
And don't forget, next year is the 50th anniversary of the WPBA. We have a special event in April for the U.S. Open, Women's U.S. Open, not the Men's U.S. Open, Women's U.S. Open. It's going to be at the Island Casino in the Upper Peninsula, Michigan. So make plans. Hope to see you there. It's going to be a really, really good event. And I think this neutral party racking is working out. Kristina had an awesome break there with a good spread. She landed a little flat on this 3-ball.
So it's making me, is she going offensive at this 3?
I think so.
Feeling very comfortable. Well played. Oh no, sit up, ball. All right, so that worked out all right. She tapped the table to let Pia know she got a little fortunate there. Not necessarily a I'm sorry thing, more of a hey, I know. I got you, I know.
Wow, you are so adept at reading all the different hand gestures. Alani, you have definitely been observing these ladies.
I'm watching a lot of pool, Ada. No, I just think once you know the ladies as well, their body mannerisms, you know what I mean? You can see, Christina's not saying she's sorry. She's just saying that she knows she got a little fortunate on that bump. But we all do, right? It's 9-ball.
Yes.
It's part of the game. And you can't win tournaments without getting a little fortunate and playing well. I'm a firm believer in that. You can't just play well and win. You can't just get lucky and win. You got to have a little bit of both.
Most definitely. What did you say? Fortune favors the bold.
Mm-hmm. All right, so slight little drawback on this 8. Just giving herself a little bit of angle. She'll probably come 2 rails out, shoot the 9 in the same pocket.
I think there's a question about whether her hair would be touching a ball that constitutes a foul. No, that's only if it's all ball fouls. Our tournaments are cue ball fouls only.
All right, well done. Nice out for Kristina there. Great shot on that 3 ball.
Kristina halfway to giving her a clinic.
She's working on it. All right, guys. I want to say thank you to a few sponsors here at the WPBA as well. ICATrainingTool.com, of course, Big Family Custom Creations, Simonis Aramith, Diamond has been a long-standing sponsor of the WPBA. Super Shot Billiards, Classic Billiards, Kamui, of course, How and How Tips. The Perfect Rack is the official rack sponsor for the WPBA. Who else am I missing? Castillo Leather Goods. That's another sponsor for the tour. So many great sponsors here, and we're super thankful to have them on board as part of the WPBA family.
Are we still selling ball sets?
Yeah, as long as we still have some left. I know we were down to only 3 or 4, and I don't know if we've sold any since. $375 for these particular sets that are being used right here at this event. So they've been gently used by some of the best lady players in the world. That is $375 inside the continental 48 states. Go to WPBA.com. All those proceeds go to helping us grow the stream. So thank you to Aramith for allowing us those opportunities. And if you're looking for a way to support and you need a great set of balls, I would jump on that. They do come with the Musil ball as well, I think. I would assume that's what we've got. That's what we're using. So. All right. So a good break, good starting shot. He has, really got to buckle down. Get back in this match, which we know Pia is capable of doing. For those of you guys who are not familiar, or even if you are and you don't know about this, Pia and Josh, the Killer Fillers, have started their own YouTube channel, and there's some really good information and some really cool matches. Pia was in Taiwan last week after the World Games, and during the World Games she was able to match up and play against some great players like Wei Su Chen, Wang Wanling, Kelly Fisher. I mean, she had Rita Cho. So many great matchups. So if you're interested in checking out some of those matchups, Pia did win some of those, so you might want to go check them out. They also have some fun content with Josh and Pia playing each other, getting ready for the World Championships. So make sure you follow all these ladies on their social media accounts. Give them a little love. They do put out some really great content.
Wow, I did not know about this. I have to check it out. I feel like I've been busy running around and no time to be looking at social media much.
All right. Okay, so it looks like Pia's sitting all right in this rack. She doesn't really want to bump this 7, right? But I think she's thick enough on this 6. She can just draw the cue ball over to the right. Should leave her nicely. Even if she does hit the 7, it would be a slight rub. There you go. She hit it beautifully. Here, she'll probably come 2 rails out. Play this with a high left-hand ball, left-hand English. Doesn't need a lot, just enough. She's cutting it thin enough. She could 1 reel this back up also. I just know a lot of these girls like to use that second rail. Like that. Well done. Right, she's going to be stretching for this one.
I thought she would roll this up a little bit more and shoot this in the top left corner.
She could have. I think that was a preference. All right, so she can reach this one okay. She's not too stretched out.
Me and my short self would be stretched out. Sorry.
All right. Pia Filler. Good out by Pia.
She is on the board.
Yeah, 4-1 in favor of the crystal.
She's like, I'm not going down with a donut. No way. No zeros.
Hi, it's Chanel Lorraine, and you're watching the WPBA on YouTube.
So we're still putting together events for the next season. We had to postpone 2 events this year, the Rail Yard Billiards event and Janet's event, due to conflicting dates with world events. So hopefully next year we can all get along and work together and not have overlapping dates. So please stay tuned on WPBA.com events page for the latest dates. We'll be probably announcing 2026 towards the end of the year, right after Rothschild, our season finale, the Dr. Pool Jacoby Tour Championships.
Yeah, I think that we postponed the Bristol and the rail yard for next season, right? We're
Yes.
looking into doing that.
Yeah.
I know there's some fans. We have a ton of fans in the Louisville area, including Bryn, Briar Rose. She likes it when we come visit her.
And of course, we'll have our Soaring Eagle event next year. Some of our long-standing events will happen. Hopefully, we'll get new events. So if you want to see the WPBA come into your area, there's a whole sponsorship section. Maybe you can help rally a promoter and with the right kind of room size and bring us over to you. So anything can happen.
So if you think that's something you can make happen, make sure you go to WPBA.com. Check out all the different ways you can get involved.
Even at a sponsorship level, anything helps to bring the ladies better quality streams, better production, tournament stuff. I mean, there's so many logistics involved in putting together a tournament. Anything helps.
Absolutely. All right, so we're back at it here. Pia is looking pretty good going into this rack. We'll see if she can catch the window between the 4 and 8. She has, which is wonderful because now she can cut the 4 to the top left corner pocket. A little steeper than I think she had intended, but that's okay because at least she didn't bump into the 8, right?
Yeah, if you're ever in Colorado, Felt, which is where we are right now, is a beautiful location. They have really great diamond tables. They even have 2 10-foot Brunswick tables. They have 10 diamond table, 9-foot tables, and a whole bunch of diamond bar box tables. Food's great, service is great. And Denver, if you've never been here, is an awesome city with some amazing attractions.
All right, so she's back cutting the 5 slightly. She's got to decide where she needs that cue ball to lay up so that she has a natural path from the 6 to the 7.
She doesn't want to go against the line. It's all about the natural path.
Well, the good thing about this actual shot on the 6 when she slides over to the left long rail is that the 7 is kind of in the middle of the top short rail. So if she gets off one way or the other, she can play position to either of the top corner pockets. All right. Okay, so she doesn't dig into that, but she ends up, I think, almost straight on the 6.
There's a small angle.
Very slight.
She's got to be careful of not running into this 9 ball and getting. She's gonna, I'm sure, go to the top right corner and the cue ball's tracking left and shooting the 7 ball in the same top right corner. Unless she sees something I don't see, because commentating
Yeah,
and
it's
player view are
such a,
different.
yeah, absolutely. I'm wondering. She drains it. She needs that cue ball to go, and it has not.
She kind of punched it. I think she kind of cut down on the momentum of the stroke there.
I think she was trying to avoid hitting anything, but it does make me wonder if she played that with a follow, if she could have potentially like slightly bumped the 7,
I think it was heading towards
the 9 ball.
the top rail there. And then with a little bit spin, it could have hit a second rail and slowed down. Maybe the
Right.
left side rail.
All right, good effort there, but Kristina Tkach is going to come to the table, I would assume, quickly.
Just like that, quickly.
I would assume she's up out of her seat, ready to go. Kristina, I'm sure she is.
Kristina has business to do. She has no
Yes,
time to waste.
absolutely. All right. Sock's bugging her.
Well, what is it? We have sock gate, rack gate. What's going on here?
Wax gate.
No wax gate going on there in this tournament.
No, I suggested maybe we wax the balls a little bit. Maybe they'll stick a little better in
Oh
the
my
rack.
goodness.
That didn't go over well.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right,
bringing
let's go.
the smoke.
All right, so Christina's gonna take her time. They are on a 40-second shot clock, but they are allowed 1 extension per rack. She actually has a chance here to really extend this lead with this 8 ball. Right.
Oh my goodness. Heartbreaking.
Right, it is. That's such a tough shot, shooting from the middle of the table, trying to control the cue ball, having very minimal cue ball control without elevating, you know. All right, so this 8 is pretty deep in the jaws. We'll see how Pia chooses to play this ball.
Well, I like that she went into the look at the corner of where she wants to be aiming and figuring out what to do from there. So many people are like, oh, it's in the pockets easy. They get down. They don't
Oh,
look.
not easy on a diamond, that's
Definitely
for sure.
not. Can't be taking shots for granted.
All right, so it looks like Pia with this 9 ball could take a rack back from the crystal. Oh,
Oh, wiped its feet on the way in.
Shia was a 3-railer, ladies and gentlemen, but Pia Filler got her in there. 4-2, still in favor of Kristina Tkach.
Do you want to take a commercial break now?
Yeah, let's throw a commercial real quick. Well, these ladies, I don't know if Pia's going to step away and take a small break as well. We are too, folks. Stay tuned, more action to come.
DigitalPool is the ultimate app for billiards enthusiasts, tournament directors, and league operators. DigitalPool enables world-class billiards events by using innovative technology to enhance and streamline the experience at every angle. Experience features like live scoring, text notifications, table assignments, real-time match updates, automatic reporting the Fargo rating, player stats and profiles, live streaming overlays, online player registration, and digital payment tracking. Enjoy all this and more by signing up for your free account at digitalpool.com.
I love WPBA because it's like a big family and me feel so warm.
The sisterhood amongst the women. One of the greatest gifts I've ever gotten out of pool were the friendships that I've built from them.
What I like most about the WPBA is their continued support for women's pool.
I love the camaraderie and the competitiveness of the WPBA players.
WPBA gives us a chance, a stage to compete and show our passion.
WPBA always supports us in that every tournament we go to, they will always take care of us.
What I love about the WPBA are all the fierce competitors out there.
The competitiveness.
I love the equipment at the WPBA.
I like the most about WPBA that they keep continuing to support women's sport throughout so many years.
What I love about the WPBA are the fans.
What I love most about the WPBA is that we're all kind of like one big family.
I love that the WPBA brings great competition from around the world.
The WPBA has been a huge part of the growth of women's pool, and I love them for that.
All right, guys, so I think we're back at it. Pia filler to break. Score is 4-2 in favor of the Crystal, Kristina Tkach. All right, so she crossed. She may have cut that a little too much. Breaks dry, misses the one and the wing. Here we go again with the rack being in the way. Last time Jerry did cut a rack. We're going to have to leave them, I think, if they're frozen. So this is a tough look. I'm sure Kristina will go for a push. Give it back. This is the B-side final. The only match left today will be the winner of this going into the finals against Margarita Fefalova-Steyer, who's sitting patiently in the hot seat. She's probably not sitting patiently. I'm sure she's somewhere hitting balls. Just knowing Margaret, she's probably somewhere staying warm.
She's defending champion.
Yes. There's a reason, too. That young lady is... She got third place in the World Championships, the 8-ball World Championships this year. She's just so coming into her own as a player. I do want to make mention, too, if anyone hasn't noticed, the last 3 ladies in this event, all 3 of them, well, that's a foul. All 3 of them, their significant others, their husbands, their fiancés, are also top-tier professional players as well. Just makes you wonder.
Power couples is a thing here.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Well, I feel like, if you have supportive people in your life and you challenge each other, you can only grow together and improve.
That's right. All right, so Kristina plays this beautifully to get down for the blue 2. Pink 4 still a bit of an issue. We'll see what she decides to do. She may try to rub it right here. Not that the pink probably goes in the side. Let's go to the side view and kind of get a look.
Yes, I think so.
I do wonder. We've got a better look at it right there. It's not much better, but it may go into the corner. I don't know. We're going to look and see. She's hitting in the right angle. Yep, so she is looking at it in the side pocket. Okay, she wants the cue to slow down. I think she's sitting just fine to track down table. Don't forget, guys, to share, like, and to subscribe if you're watching on WPBA Billiards on YouTube. If you're watching on Billiard TV or Amazon Prime and you would like to support the tour, one free way of doing that would be to come over to our YouTube channel. Search WPBA Billiards and you will find our logo. And hit the subscribe button. It's totally free to do so. We are accepting $20 donations. For everyone who donates to the stream today, I will enter you into an opportunity to win some Sunday swag that I am working on. I think I'll throw a couple, pull a couple names this time, and we'll get a couple winners out of that. All right, nice shot here. Just a nice stun forward shot. One ball rotation forward. Looks like Kristina is striking the ball beautifully in this match. I think going with a neutral racker has taken some mental stuff away from these ladies, which is probably going to help Kristina some. All right.
Yeah, it's already too much to think about.
Yeah, I think that last match between her and Margarita was just a lot. I think we should have sent in a neutral racker much earlier.
Well, lessons learned, you know, Raxgate. Not Waxgate, Raxgate.
All right. So maybe a little shorter than she would have liked in this 9 ball, but I think Kristina can handle this just fine. All right, Fedor, thank you so much for your donation. Congratulations. We're glad to snatch a little bit of that winnings from you from yesterday.
Yes, spasibo bolshoi for your donation.
All right, beautiful. Well done by Kristina Tkach. All right, our neutral racker is in place. That's Jerry Stuckert, our tournament director here for the WPBA. Let's see if I can pop up the Chanel short. It got moved while someone was in our booth yesterday. Got moved around. We'll see if we can pop her up real quick.
Hi, it's Chanel
Still.
Rain, and you're watching the WPBA on YouTube.
Drives me nuts. I get in here and things have been moved. I'm like, oh.
There used to be like a Lonnie lock and key.
I do lock them, but
this.
I think people click them because they're wondering if it's, you know. All right, so back to the match. Enough about Chanel being crooked on our screen.
Well, you know what it is? It's like
Kristina Tkach to break.
It's like you're in Vegas and you have the shiny slot machines. There's a lot of buttons and things to be looking at.
Oh, wow. What a great break. She just drills it. Absolutely beautiful. All right, so.
She's like, I'm increasing my lead with a break and run. Let's go.
Can you guys see the rail of the table to the right? Like the 7 racks that are on the rail?
It's Raxgate.
Hashtag. All right, let's go. Kristina on this too. Should come to the right long rail and back out towards the center of the table. Yeah, beautifully done. So she should be able to play this with a little draw. She's going to just bring it to the left of our view. She went ahead and used the rail. I love that about Kristina. She uses all the way through her stroke. Like there's, you never see her really decelerate. She always comes all the way through. That's where training, ladies and gentlemen, comes in so beautifully in our sport. You can tell the girls and gentlemen who put the time in, and properly execute so many wonderful shots. All right, beautifully done. She wants that angle. She wants that angle on the 7 to come 2 rails down for the 8. She doesn't have to use the second rail, but she probably will. Yep, just like that. Wants a little bit of angle. It's not too terribly steep, and she's close to her work. Should be fine. She may be using a tiny bit of right-hand English here. Yep.
Oh,
Slow it down. All right, so this is steeper than she would have liked, but I think she'll be fine. All right, and there you have it. Kristina Tkach pockets at 9. Take a 6-2 lead over Pia Filler.
For those of you joining, this is the WPBA 2025 Olhausen, Colorado Classic at Felt Billiards. We're watching the semifinals match between Pia Filler and Kristina Tkach. Winner of this match meets up with Margarita Fefilova-Steyer in the finals, which is happening right after this match, after a 15-20 minute break. Stay tuned.
And that's one extended race, correct, Ada?
Yes, it's not a double elimination. It's an extended race to 10.
All right, there you heard it here, folks. All right. Jerry Stucker, the official tournament director / racker, has left the ladies with a good rack to get started. Pia Filler to break.
Looking for this one ball to shoot in the left side pocket.
Right, so she does get a ball to crunch up to the corner, misses the one. Doesn't have much of a starting shot.
And remember to like, share, and follow so that we can continue to offer you free streaming of the women playing pool. This is Ada Leo with Lonnie Fox Raymond in the commentary booth.
All right, this could end up jail time for Pia. I like that. I mean, she didn't have a choice. She had to play some type of safety. Nobody's pushing out on that when you can see the one.
I mean, if she's feeling aggressive, she could have tried to combo that, but that was very low risk, high risk, low reward.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all. Choose too far away from the one right there. Let's see. Kristina kicks and sticks.
Kick and stick.
Oh, she thins it. Beautiful.
She did a brush safe. Brushing the left side of the ball.
Yeah, if there's a safety in there, Ada's all for it.
I love safeties, especially jail safeties.
All right, let's go to our side / overhead. That's a look. I'm not sure that Pia has any of that one ball, which means it was a very successful safety for Kristina Tkach. The only problem here is that Pia will probably play this with some pace to get the cue ball down table, potentially 2 rails at the one. She went one rail at it and scratches.
Lonnie,
safety
it is
successful.
Dark in there.
It is very dark in there.
That was a very successful brush safety. So those of you who are taking notes, very effective.
All right, so I think that CM has brought me my couple of my scorekeeping flipper dues for the Sunday swag. So if those of you guys who want to be involved in that, Moonlighting Billiards scorekeeping cards, which you guys have seen numerous times on the stream throughout the room. We do have them signed by the Final Four, potentially a few other ladies, I'm not sure. Final Four in this event. And those will be a couple things that I'll be giving away for the Sunday swag for anyone who donates $20 or more to the WPBA YouTube channel. For every $20, I'll give you one entry into my swag contests.
And Moonlighting Billiards does a number of products, not including Flipper Do. They actually have like a drill device that is very helpful to keep practicing your form and have everything be consistent. So check it out.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you, XTC. All right, Kristina is very determined this match. She will not be denied if she has anything to do with it.
Well, neutral racking has cleared up
some
the
mental
stress.
Space. Yeah,
yes.
Absolutely. All right. Kristina shoots this ball often. I watch her frequently. Probably 2 rails out. She's going to go to the right long rail and back out. She doesn't want to be tree-topped over the 8. All right. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know if you guys were watching yesterday when Jerry Stucker cut the rack to get it off the table.
That's redonkulous.
It was on the stream. We found it quite funny. I think the girls that were playing should sign it so I can do something with it, but I don't even know where it is any longer.
Is it like going to be auctioned as memorabilia during the tournament?
I have no idea what it's going to turn into. But it was pretty funny. Jerry thinks he's going to be a meme soon. All right. She's done that ball, 2 times now? A little off on the 9 ball. Not that these are hard shots for Kristina, but in the moment, when you're trying to just knock down a tournament, it's frustrating if you're always 1 ball rotation or 2 ball rotations off of position on your money ball. Well done. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Kristina Tkach is officially on the hill. This is a raced 8. Oh boy, what happens?
All the dramas. And don't forget our last event happening November 12 to 16 in Rothschild, Wisconsin at the Central Wisconsin Expo Center, the DigitalPool Tour Championships. There will be an amateur event alongside vendors. Make your reservations and check it out. And I don't know if Wisconsin is cold in November, but the hotel being attached to the venue is pretty handy.
Yeah, so check it out at drpool.net, I believe is what it was. If you're interested in playing in the amateur event alongside, it's like a 2-for deal, and the hotel's attached to the convention center, so you never have to go outside in Wisconsin in November if you don't want to.
I have never had the pleasure of experiencing Wisconsin in November. I have no idea.
It's cold in December when we're usually there, though. All right, so Kristina Tkach to break, and she is on the hill. Right, misses the 1. The wing ball gets jammed up.
And no clear shot for Pia on this 1 ball.
Kristina's going to remove the perfect rack from the table.
Pia can
to
opt
add
to play
to the 7 on the other rail.
Pia can opt to play a push out.
There were some questions in the chat about the couple of events. I'm assuming that you mean the Bristol event and the Rail Yard event. Both of those events were canceled because other events were put on the world schedule on top of those events. So we pulled them back and we added them to our 2026 schedule. So stay tuned. 2026 is going to be our 50th year on tour. The WPBA is the longest standing professional tour in the world. And then we're going to do 50 with a bang. So stay tuned.
That's amazing. Half a century of women's professional pool. That's pretty awesome.
Maybe I will try to steal up one of those perfect racks for the swag if I can get away with it. My husband is, he's a rack Nazi. So he takes all the racks from Perfect Rack for all, because obviously they're our rack sponsor. He takes them all and hides them all so no one can steal them from the tour and take them from him. So if I can steal one or two of the rack, hashtag Rackgate for the swag, I'll try.
Oh my. Pia Filler, unfortunate scratch off that one. Still some congestion up in the top right corner with the 2, 8, 6, and 5. So let's see how Kristina addresses this scenario.
Right. I actually think that combination goes beautifully, actually. Now, she does need to be mindful where that 2 ball's going to track. After she shoots the 2-8 combination, she's looking behind it. There's a reason for that.
And also the 3 balls kind of on the opposite side of the table, so she has to think about that as well.
I love that. She was so precise on that. Well done. All right, she got her in there. Looks like I'm not sure how if she's on the right side of this 3 to get back down for the pink 4.
I think she's going to have to draw this with some left and then use the rail to spin it back up into position. If she has an angle. Can't see right now.
It's difficult. So no rail, but she definitely put a little left on it. And I think she might have just made the 5 not go. Now, the carom into the 6 is still makeable. I think she'll be okay as long as, well, maybe. I think she's all right, though.
I think she can see this.
Yeah, and don't forget, folks, we do have the U.S. Open coming up in around Escanaba, Michigan. What is the name of that casino? I can't believe I'm forgetting.
Island Casino.
Yeah, Island Resort Casino.
If you need to put a hula girl image in your mind, that's how it's a highlight.
I've been there before, so I love that casino. I love the people there. The hotel rooms are super affordable. When I say super affordable, I mean they're really affordable. It's worth it to go and check it out. And it's a cute little casino. It's not a super big casino, so it's going to be great. All right, look at this. She did well there. She's going to go ahead. The 5 was good. She's going to slide it down table for the 7. She's going to be just fine here. She is on the hill, looking to solidify her seat in the finals against Fefalova Steyer. Maybe a little revenge in the back of her mind. That hot seat match.
And there you have it. Kristina Tkach emerging victorious over Pia Filler with a decisive 8-2 victory.
Well done. All right, guys, I want to say thank you to a few of the fans that have been inside the YouTube chat that have donated and looking for their opportunity to win some swag. So thank you to Terry, Sunny, Towerman 2, Lily Blossom, Jay Miller, SCI Pitcher, HR Biggs, Fedor Gorst, Towerman 2, Lynn Richards, XTC, SJE, Lynn G, and I think that's it for now. We're going to reboot the stream, ladies and gentlemen. The finals of the 2025 Olhausen Colorado Classic is going to be none other than Margarita Fefilova-Steyer, our hot seat winner, versus the Crystal, Kristina Tkach.
This is Ada Leo and Lonnie Fox Raymond. Thank you for watching, and still stay tuned for the next match in a few minutes.
I love WPBA because it's like a big family and we feel so warm.
The sisterhood amongst the women. One of the greatest gifts I've ever gotten out of pool were the friendships that I've built from them.
What I like most about the WPBA is their continued support for women's pool.
I love the camaraderie and the competitiveness of the WPBA players.
WPBA gives us a chance, a stage to compete and show our passion.
The WPBA always supports us in that every tournament we go to, they will always take care of us.
What I love about the WPBA are all the fierce competitors out there.
The competitiveness.
I love the equipment at the WPBA.
I like the most about WPBA that they keep continuing to support women's sport throughout so many years.
What I love about the WPBA are the fans.
What I love most about the WPBA is that we're all kind of like one big family.
I love that the WPBA brings great competition from around the world.
The WPBA has been a huge part of the growth of women's pool.